Steven from the Mechanical Attraction channel, and this is something I made for Halloween. What it is a Arduino that uses a battery pack here, and it takes sound from this microphone and does a live FFT. So if I go ahead and turn her on and change the mode using a window switch pulled from a 96 Honda Prelude. Bam, there it is. So it's doing a live FFT down the back here of the spine. So, speaking, it'll light up, and each one of these lights is a frequency component. It's pretty cool. I can also do other modes with this suit. And there they go, just the Adafruit ones. But it's all connected in the library, so all you guys can see how to do it if you want to do your own thing with this, which I encourage, because you can do this with any car switch or anything else. And it's not that hard, but there's not too many resources available online when it comes to taking a FFT of a signal with using an Arduino and doing a kind of a live display. There's a couple of videos, but no one actually provides that much code, at least on Instructables. So I'm going to do that with this. To first get started, I wanted to make an array and see if it actually would work. So I got these cheap eBay neopixel strips, and I glued them all to a piece of cardboard. After I wired them up like so, I did some coding, and this is what I got. Now it's not that bad, and the 30 frames per second from the video doesn't really show how alive these lights actually are. However, it's time to move it to the suit. For the controller that will be mounted on the suit, I pulled the Windows switch panel from a car and removed the switches. I then used a multimeter to find the highs and lows for the switches so that I could wire them into the digital pins of the Arduino. Note that you will need pull-down resistors, and depending on the switch, might require different resistance. After wiring it in, it looks like this. Note that this was taken after I glued it to the suit. To make the suit, I'll link a few videos of people that know way more than I do at making these things. However, not too many people fiberglass theirs. To do that, you want to tape off everything that you do not want fiberglass. Make sure you do a good job here, as that will make a big difference later on. Then I used Bondo to fill the voids, and after that painted fiberglass resin to stiffen everything. Always mix these things in small quantities. It'll make life a lot easier. I happen to find that these small cups worked great when I mixed about a half cup of fiberglass resin with roughly 20 to 30 drops of hardener. You know, depending on how fast you want it to harden or the temperature outside. Use fiberglass cloth to stiffen the weak points. To sand down the high areas, I use 40 grit sandpaper. After about 5 layers of Bondo and fiberglassing, I then use 400 grit sandpaper to prepare for the primer. After primer and 600 and 800 grit sanding, I taped off more areas for different colors and began painting. After a Sharpie doodle, I then clear coated the suit. At this point, everything is done. Just hot glue the lights in, run wires through the slits in the foam, glue the controller on, and buy some clothing to tie it all together.